Another major blow to President Obama's immigration plan. A federal appeals court has ruled against the president's executive actions that would have shielded 5 million undocumented immigrants from deportation.
But critics say the program is an overreach of power, and 26 states sued to block it. Jan Crawford joins us now from Washington to talk a little bit about this. Jan, you know, the Obama administration was pretty confident about this piece of legislation when they moved forward with it. What were the concerns of the appeals court?
Well, you know, I mean, they said they were confident, but there were a lot of people on the other side who said they were confident that this was going to go nowhere because what the president was trying to do was a pretty staggering expansion of existing law. Now, those opponents, the 26 states, they had argued that the president just had no constitutional authority to issue this action, that federal law specifically sets out how immigrants can stay in the country, and the president just can't go change that law wholesale on his own. I mean, even if Congress won't pass new immigration laws. And the appeals court said that argument was likely to succeed when this case went to trial. Now, it is important to keep in mind that this is a decision over an injunction, whether or not this action is going to be put on hold while the constitutional challenge makes its way through the court. This is not a ruling on the merits of this action. They're just saying it's going to be delayed while the lower courts work it out. So the appeals court voted 2-1 to uphold the injunction. And I think that's what people had pretty widely expected. But again, this is not a ruling on the merits. That's still a while away.
Jan, the president is in sort of legacy building mode right now. This was an important piece of legislation in that end. So how big of a setback is this?
Well, I mean, the timing is important. I mean, the administration obviously had wanted this executive action to take effect immediately. I mean, he announced it last year, and that's because I think once this kind of program would get underway, it's going to be really difficult for any other administration to stop it. So delaying it now really in some ways puts the whole program in doubt because it may not happen before the president leaves office in 2017, and the next president might have an entirely different view. But, you know, I mean, again, this ruling was not unexpected, and the administration does, I mean, they still have some legal avenues they can pursue.
So would that be sort of continuing to push on to the Supreme Court? And if that's the case, then what are the odds of it getting approved?
Well, I mean, the administration, I think there's little doubt that they're going to go to the Supreme Court and ask the court to lift this injunction so the president's executive action can get going. But I mean, I think that they're going to have a really tough row to hoe in the Supreme Court when you look at the lineup of those justices and the success that these arguments by the opponents have had in the lower courts. I mean, it's been almost, 1, 2, 3, a pretty much slam dunk that we're going to put this action on hold while we look at the opponents' arguments that it's unconstitutional. And I think that's going to be pretty tough to get the Supreme Court to see it differently.
Jan Crawford in Washington for us today. Thank you so much, Jan.